I just get exactly what I need from that bird.
We can take a
I
rat.
get eggs at the same time.
And a fish.
I don't care. Look at my bird. So we're playing Wingspan. So we each get 5 cards, is that right?
Yes,
and then
5.
One of each. 1, 2, 3.
Good counting.
Well, I was counting each card.
And then 2 of the green
2 of
cards.
those. Okay. And then I'm going to randomize these. Eggs in the water. Do 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 do.
I missed my cue.
Okay, so our round 1 bonus is, like I said, or saying, eggs in the water. Round 2 is total birds. Round 3 is total number of eggs in the forest. And round 4 is cavity nest birds with at least 1 egg in their nest.
Okay.
Now that makes it easy. Since none of the cards in my hand have that, I will get rid of that. These are discarded.
Yes. I hate that one.
So I will take this. So I will keep these guys.
All right. These discards here?
Right there. Yeah. And then I'm going to discard these 2. So normally we take 1 of each food in the beginning. And then we have to discard 1 food for each bird we're going to keep. And I'm going to keep all 3 of these. So I will keep the worm and the rat.
Well, and I'm lazy, so I don't want to pick up all 5. So I'm just going to grab 2 that I know that I need. I'm going to take those 2.
Am I first?
Apparently.
Okay. Now the purple martin, the tree swallow, and the willet.
I'm going to keep accidentally doing that. I'm sorry.
I'm going to play a bird here, the Mississippi kite. And I'm going to pay 1 worm to do so. That's my turn.
What does your kite do?
I don't know. He's a predator, so when he's activated, he rolls all dice that are not in the bird feeder. If any are rats, then I gain 1 rat and cash it on this card.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to play a turkey vulture.
Well, it doesn't take any food.
Right. One of the great benefits. So once between turns, when another player's predation succeeds, gain 1 food from the bird feeder.
Okay, I'm going to get food, and I will get, what do you got? I'll take a worm.
Which one?
Feeder. The double.
Of course. Oops.
And then I go down to activate any of my brown powers in this row, which is when activated, I get to roll that die. All the dice that are not in the bird feeder. And it's not a rat. It knocked over the rats, but it's not a rat.
Oh, my poor vulture goes hungry as well. Oh, now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play another bird. I'm going to play a red-bellied woodpecker, and that's going to take a worm. When activated, gain... Oh. I'm going to use a wheat instead. Gain 1 seed, from the bird feeder. If available, you may cash it on this card. I guess it doesn't matter because it's cash.
Right.
But it's there now.
Okay. I'm going to gain food again. But I'll take the cherry. And then I roll both those dice. Then neither one's a rat. So a Mississippi cat goes hungry.
All right. I am going to get some food. I'm going to take a wheat, or a seed, rather. When activated, I gain a seed from the bird feeder. Oh, from the bird feeder.
If available.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
Wah, wah, wah. Nothing happens.
Okay. I am going to... Did I get my food? My cherry. I didn't get my cherry, did I?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay. Not cheating. Okay, so I'm going to play a bird in grasslands as my Chihuahuan raven. So that is going to cost me all of my food. 2 wild food and 1 rat. Apparently a domesticated rat. So. But when he's activated, I discard 1 egg from any of my other birds to gain 2 food from the supply.
Oh, I remember that one. That's a good one. I'm going to draw a card. I would like this willet.
Lay an egg on any bird. Okay. I am going to get eggs. So get 2 eggs from there, and then discard 1 egg from any of your other birds, which would be this one, to gain 2 food from the supply, and I'll get a worm and a seed.
From the supply, not from the bird feeder?
So it's from the supply.
Okay.
So any food.
Overpowered.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to play a bird. This nice willet is going to cost me a worm. When activated, roll all dice onto the bird feeder. If any are fish, gain a fish and cash it on this card.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to get eggs again. And then do the same thing. Put a bird on the kite. And the raven. And then I'm going to discard that egg and gain 2 food from the supply, which would be cherry and fish. Then that's my turn.
I'm going to lay eggs. So I'm going to get 2 eggs. Oops. Put 1 there, 1 here, just for fun. And my vulture does nothing, and that's it.
Okay, I'm going to play a bird. The roseate spoonbill in the water for a worm, a seed, and a fish.
There's a rogue egg over there. Did I do that?
Where?
Right here.
Yes, you did that. And when played, draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. Okay, since I don't have any of these, I'm going to discard that. Keep that. I'm keeping that.
For a second, I thought you were going to show me,
I'm
and
not
I was
gonna
like,
show you.
oh, I want to know. All right. I'm going to get a card. I'm going to take... For a second, I thought it said the swallow, but it says tree swallow. Roll all dice, not in the bird feeder. Oh, and I got a fish.
Fish?
Mine? Mine?
Okay. All players draw one card. Tuck a card from your hand. Lay one egg on any bird. I like him. So I'm going to go ahead and draw cards. And I'm going to discard an egg in order to draw an extra card. I'm going to get the Cassin Sparrow. And Cavity Bird. Huh? Tuck a card. I don't know, tuck cards. All players draw one from the deck. I will get a random card. This will be Wendy's favorite bird. Does she know what it is?
It's that the tufted titmouse. We have them in our yard.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
super cute.
Okay. And he does nothing, and that's my turn.
I'm going to draw a card. I would like this one. I get to roll the dice and see if there are any fish for my willet to eat. Oh, I get a fish. And that's round 1.
Yep. So I have with eggs. No. Okay, so I don't have any birds, and I don't have any eggs in the water. I thought it was birds in the water. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't even qualify. So mine just goes at the end there.
My hungry willet has 1 little baby egg, so I have the most.
Your turn.
All right. So this round, it is total number of birds. That's what we want. Oh, we have to reset the
Yes.
birds, please, sir. I need some food. I'm going to take a berry. And that doesn't get re-rolled right now, right?
If you, no.
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 Okay, well there is no grain in the bird feeder, so my poor little woodpecker goes hungry.
Okay. I'm going to play a bird. It's the tufted titmouse for a cherry and an egg. And when played, play a second bird into your forest, paying its normal cost. I don't have a card for that.
I am going to get more food. I need to get more guys in my forest so I can get more food in one go. All right, I would like a worm.
So she re-rolled those dice because anytime you go to the bird feeder and all of them are the same, including if there's only 1 die in there, then you re-roll those dice before you get to pick your food.
All right, so now there was grain in here. Do I remove it?
Well, what does it say?
Gain 1 grain from the bird feeder if available. You may cash it on this card.
Yeah,
I think we would.
You do remove it. Yeah.
I think that's how we've been playing anyway.
I think so too. Done?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to get food, and I'll take the grain and the cherry, or the seed and the cherry. And that does nothing, then roll all the dice not in the bird feeder. Really?
Oh, no
No
rats.
rats. Rats!
one predator? You do.
I only have one predator.
You need more predators for my vulture. I am going to play a bird. It's going to cost me 1 egg and a worm and a berry. When activated, tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, draw 1 card.
I'm going to get eggs, and I will trade in a cherry to get an additional egg. So I get 3 eggs, and I'll put 1 here, I'll put 1 here, and I'll put 1 here. This says discard an egg from any of your other birds, and I'll take it from the kite again. To get 2 food from the supply, any 2 food from the supply, which will be a worm and a rat, just for good measure.
I'm going to draw cards, I suppose. I will take this woodpecker, and then I will take a random card, because I don't know if I want any of those. When activated, tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, draw a card.
Well, if you didn't want any of those, you should have drawn one of those to tuck it. You could have drawn that one by sacrificing the robin.
Hey. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. If I do, I get to draw a card. Hey. Roll all dice, not the bird feeder. Does it count? There's already 2 fish there.
No.
Oh. No fish. I'm sorry, Willet. You will go hungry tonight.
I'm going to play a bird in the grasslands, which costs me a worm and a seed and an egg. And that's it.
Need food. I don't really want any of those. I will take a worm. And then I'm going to take a seed for my woodpecker and make a mess while I do that.
Okay, I'm going to draw cards. I'm going to discard an egg to draw an extra card. Available, tuck a card, draw 2 new bonus cards. Yeah, I'll go for Cass and Finch. I have Cass and Sparrow, and then I'll take my next one from the draw pile. And that's my turn.
Guess I'll draw a card. I'm going to take this guy. And I will tuck. Oh, tuck. Roll. Yes. And that is my turn.
Okay, I'm going to get eggs. And so I get 3 eggs. I'll put 1 here, I'll put 1 here, and I'll put 1 here. And this one says lay 1 egg on any bird. I'll put that there. And this says discard 1 egg from any of your other birds to gain 2 food from the supply, and I'll get 2 seeds.
All right, I'm going to play a bird. It's going to cost me 1 egg to play my black tern and a worm. And that is my turn. Wait, how do you have two moves left?
I don't know.
You laid eggs twice, didn't you?
Did I? I don't know. We can go back and watch the footage and figure it out, but I mean...
Instant replay.
yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm going to play a bird here, and it's going to be Clark's Nutcracker. I think, yeah, Clark's Nutcracker for an egg, and 2 seeds and a rat.
No.
What?
You played another bird?
Yeah, why? Oh, sweet.
You didn't even know?
I didn't even know, yeah.
Good thing you're paying attention.
Yeah. It's part of my strategy. Okay, so that's the end of the round. Round 2 bonus is total number of birds, and I have 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6.
I have 5.
Oh, well, I've got first. So that is the end of that round. These get reset. My turn?
Yes.
I will get bird, or I'll get eggs. Eggs. I'll get pre-birds. And so I'll put 1 there. I'll put 1 on the kite. I'll put 1 on... Ooh, eggs in the forest. I guess I'll put it on my forest guy. I'm paying attention now.
All right.
Lay 1 egg on any bird. I'll lay that one in the forest too.
Clever.
And then discard an egg from a bird. I guess I'll take it from the only place I can. To get 2 food from the supply, and I'll get...
I'm going to get food. I'm going to take a worm. There's a seed, so I'm going to cache that on my woodpecker, and that's that.
Okay, I'm going to play a bird in the forest. So that's going to cost me 2 eggs. Oops. Take it from him. And that's a seed and a stone fruit. And that's it. When played, draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. I guess I'll keep this one. I wasn't showing you.
I'm eternally optimistic.
Oh, I should have taken that one. That only takes 4 birds.
Oh.
That eats fish. That's ridiculous.
Only fish, though.
No, that eat fish, not only fish.
I'm gonna get some food. And I would like a berry. And there is a seed my woodpecker gets to eat. And that's my turn.
I guess I will draw cards. And I will sacrifice an egg to draw a second card. What does that? Draw 2 new birds?
Yeah, draw 2 bird cards.
I'll take him. So I'm having a bird problem, and then I'll take 1 from the deck. I was that's my turn.
All right, I'm going to lay eggs. Get 2 eggs.
I'm going to lay eggs. So I get 3 eggs. And I'll drop those all in the forest. And then this one lays an egg on any bird. And we will lay them on Clark's Nutcracker. And then I discard an egg from the kite to get 2 food from the supply, and it will be a worm and a seed.
The seed of doom.
The seed.
All right. I'm going to, I almost said lay a bird. I'm going to play a bird. A ruby crowned kinglet. It's going to cost me an egg and a seed. When played, play a second bird to your forest and pay its normal cost. I'm going to play a red cockade.
A what?
It's a woodpecker.
What kind of woodpecker?
A red cockaded woodpecker. That's gonna
Okay.
and that's gonna take a worm and a berry.
My turn?
Yes.
I'm going to play a bird. What do we want? Eggs in the forest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to play that bird here, and that takes 1 egg and a worm and a seed. And that's my turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna lay some eggs. I'm at least in the running. Oh no.
Where's that food supposed to be?
On my woodpecker. So juvenile.
I will lay eggs. So I get 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. Go there, there, and there. If this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. I'm going to go ahead and move him there. And then I lay 1 egg on any bird, and I will lay that egg. Well, I've got you beat, right?
Pretty well, yes.
Yeah. I'll just lay it there. And then discard an egg from any of the birds in the supply, and he'll eat that egg, and I will get 2 worms. I love that card.
Is that where you're leaving your cubes on it?
Oh, I guess.
I'm going to get food. I get 2 food. It will take.
That's like the perfect card, though. I mean, I don't even go to the bird feeder anymore. I just get exactly what I need from that bird.
We can take
and
a
I
rat.
get eggs at the same time.
And a fish.
I don't care. Look at my bird.
It's because it's Mexican. That's why it's awesome.
The Chihuahuan Desert is in the southwest United States.
But Chihuahua is in Mexico.
But the Chihuahuan Desert.
I don't care. Hey, I didn't get my bonus cards when I played that. Can I have 2 bonus cards, please?
Did you play it this turn?
No, but give me my bonus cards. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you done with your turn?
No, I have to act it here. Yes, because there's no grain there.
Oh, we'll see another round anyway. So I have
More
1
than
plus
me.
2 plus 3 plus 1 is 7 in the forest. So I get first place there. And you get first player.
Oh, and we have to reset the birds.
Right, you wanted something there?
Yes. You do now. first. I'm gonna get food. And I am going to take a seed and a worm. Then I'm going to cache this seed on my woodpecker. And that is my turn.
Okay. I'm going to get... We got cavity nests with eggs.
Mm-hmm. How many cavity nests do you have?
I have one.
Sweet.
How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh my
5.
goodness. Okay. I am going to get eggs. Three eggs. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. Lay one egg on any bird. That'll be there. And then discard one egg from any of your other birds to get 2 from the supply, and it will be a worm and a stone fruit. And that is my turn.
Alright, I'm going to play a bird. It's going to cost me, oh my goodness, 2 eggs. It's a good thing I have them.
That's a good thing.
And then a worm, a seed, and a fish. Once between turns, when another player takes the lay action, this bird lays 1 egg on another bird with a cavity nest.
Okay. So I just give you the round? Is that what I do?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm going to draw cards, and I'm going to get the eastern bluebird and a random card. A fish. And then if this bird is to the right of all of the birds in this habitat, move it to another habitat. I'm going to move them up there. And that's my turn.
I'm going to lay eggs. Did you lay eggs? Did you lay eggs?
At some point.
But not now. No, you drew a card.
Yeah, not prior.
Okay.
Not after.
I'm just so excited about
I
my...
know. It's an exciting chart.
Too bad
Sorry.
it happened so late.
Done? My
Yes.
turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play a bird, which is going to cost me 2 eggs. Oops, let me play my bird. The eastern bluebird. And
No, your migratory bird can't move anymore.
I know. Isn't that crazy how that works? That's my turn. Anyway, I'm just going to get eggs from here on out, so don't forget to activate your bird.
All right. I guess I'll lay eggs.
What was the rat for?
To get a 3rd egg.
Oh.
Sorry. 3rd egg.
No?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to lay eggs. So
All right.
I get 4 eggs. We'll go with green eggs this time. Green eggs and ham. So 1, 2, where's my cavity bird? 3, 4. If this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, which it is not, what am I doing? And then lay 1 egg on any bird. I'll just lay it on him. And then discard 1 egg from any of your other birds to gain 2 from the supply. Now, I don't have to do that, right?
Does it say do it or does it say may?
Well, it doesn't say either. It says discard to gain 2 food from the supply.
I think that is telling you to do it. Because I have a card that says you may. Yeah, see, here it says you may cash it on this card, which means I have an option. Huh.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and I'll do that under protest. But I don't think that I have to do that.
Well,
so if if I lose by 2 points,
then I'll rub it in.
An asterisk on this.
No. So if it says here, you may cash it on this card, does that mean I don't have to cash it? I could keep it?
Correct. You may cash it on that card.
Oh. That could have made a difference.
Because these aren't worth any points.
Right.
But if you don't need that food, you just cash it on the card. And that's points.
All right, well, kind of ruined my plans, but here I go. I only get 2 eggs.
Did you take the lay egg action?
I did. It's right there.
No, I mean when I took the lay egg action, did you process your dude?
Yes,
Your
I
duck,
laid an
I
egg.
mean.
I laid an egg on my duck.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter where these go. Here.
You done?
Yes.
Move your cube. Then I'm going to lay eggs, and I get 4 eggs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
And my duck laid an egg as well.
Good. And then he doesn't do anything. And then this lays 1 egg on any bird. But apparently I have to sacrifice another egg, so I will, to get, yay, more food.
Yay!
And I don't really care which, because that's my last turn. And that's the end of the game.
All right.
Okay.
I have the most.
For cavity birds with an egg in their nest, I have 2. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you have the most. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I was just so excited.
Okay, so points. Birds.
24?
That's it.
Yeah,
I have 35. 24.
I think so. 20, 24, yeah.
All right. Bonus cards. Let's see. I have platform builders, birds with platform nests. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it's 4 to 5 birds, I get 4 points for that. Birds that eat random food. I have 1, 2 of those, and I get 2 per bird for that. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8. And then birds with wingspans over 65 centimeters. And I have 1, 2, 3. Damn it! I don't get any points for that.
Nice.
Okay, so I get 8 points in bonus cards.
All right, so birds that can only live in water. I had another one in my hand, but I couldn't get it out because then I'd have no
That's
eggs.
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so I have 4. So it's 3 points for that, which is super lame. And then birds with body parts in their names. So I have a belly, a crown.
What about a cockerel?
Okay, well, I was going to ask that. Does that count?
No.
And then this one says I in the name. So that's 3.
So what do you got? Bonus.
6.
So you didn't make it a big round there. End of round goals. We didn't tie on any. That's the first.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 4, 6, 9, 16. And I have 11, 15. Oh, you made up 1 point. Eggs. I have 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 eggs.
I only have 9.
Food on cards. I have none.
2, 3, 8.
8. Tucked cards. I have none. This is your chance to shine.
There's only 2.
2. Okay. So much for that. All right, so the final tally is 74 to 65.
Terrible. It was that raven that killed me.
My Chihuahuan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. Like,
I'm pretty sure I got my high score with that card.
Yeah.
Because what's my high score? It's like 90 something.
I don't know. It wasn't this game.